Hey guys, welcome back to episode 4 of On the Piss. We're back with our good mate Mike Oxlong. Good evening, mate. Sorry for the wait around, but glad you stuck with us.
Mate, you know what? We got here in the end. Thanks for that, Das. Thanks for making me
That's
wait
right,
for half an hour. Miss out on family time, but anyway.
That's good. Well, it is on me. I'll
right.
take that to the grave with me. I'll probably regret it till the day I die. But thanks for joining us, mate. Back by popular demand.
Oh, fuck, mate. Good to be here. Miss you guys.
I miss you too.
I wanted to kick off. I actually saw you. I think it was you. I can't remember. I wrote this down in my notes for this podcast. So it must have been one of you two that did it. But someone posted in the group about getting hay fever from beers. Did either of you comment on that?
That was me.
Yeah. Can you talk us through that? Because I don't think I've ever had hay fever in my life.
Mate, if I have... So I'm all in or I'm all out. That's how I sort of drink. Like,
So you can't have one beer.
I can, but I do start sneezing. My
That's so weird.
Oh, bro, it's fucked. I get it's so weird. Like, I'll have 2 beers and I'll like just losing my fucking mind, all fucking clogged up for a bit. And it's like I've got this coward device that just switches over and it's like, you need to keep going, buddy. And if I don't, it's fucked. It's all right.
It sounds like your body's rebelling against you. It's just being like, come on, mate. I know what you're like. Like, I've seen you.
I've got it.
Fucking pop,
I've got
bro.
inner demons.
You
demons.
do.
Have you had any beers tonight yet? Or are you having a beer now?
No, mate. They're actually, I took them all out of I put them all in esky because I had a barbecue last weekend or whatever weekend it was. And I had them all in my esky and I haven't put them back in the fridge. So they were warm and I fucking totally forgot. I'll be honest.
So, no hay fever tonight. Thank God for that.
No hay fever.
That's
I'm feeling fresh. I had 2 nights of hell sleeping and I had a really good night's sleep last night. And I think I want to kick it off.
Yep. All right.
Story.
Well, thanks for coming to Friends TED Talk. Something that some people put effort into and some people don't put effort into. We've asked people to come on who jump on to do 2 truths and a lie. And we didn't actually think of this segment until after the first week. So you missed out. So we thought we'd bring it back this week. So the people can learn a little bit more about you.
Okay, go. All right, let's go. 2 truths and 1 lie. All right. So the first one, you wouldn't bloody believe it, but I scored a try. I think it was about 60 metres. 60-metre try against the English 7 side. Right? So that's my first one. Do we decide now or later?
No, I think after we hear all 3.
Later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Second one, I went to nationals for swimming. All right. And then the third is I've never got a red card in rugby.
Oh, far out. Well, you were just telling us before about how aggressive you are and how you forced a game in under 10s to be postponed. Cancelled, sorry, not postponed. So
you were a reg back in high school. From photos I've seen pop up, like good looking boy. So you could have been a good swimmer.
I don't know about the
for
England
a big oos, you got a
thing.
bit of toe as well. Yeah, but like you've actually got a bit of pace for a big fella. Like,
also, Clutzy, I feel like
7 meters, I reckon.
I feel like it's too random to be made up against the English 7 side.
Yeah, I feel like that was very specific, and he's really thought about how far it was. I think that's true.
We've got these. We've got 2 out of 2 right so far, so I don't want to lose the streak here.
I'm almost thinking
red card. I reckon it's a red card. Maybe he's coming with that story. Maybe the story from the start of the podcast was made up to try and trick us for the segment.
All right, do you want me to tell you what it is?
Yeah.
The red card, mate. I've got red carded every year.
I'm going red card.
If not more than once. Except 2018.
What's your best red card story?
Fuck, where do we start? I got captain for the Stingrays. They're like, all right, Ryan, first trial of the year, you can be captain, mate. All right, fucking, you've done well. I've been there for a couple of years. We're getting belts every weekend. Before the 2010 when we got in the final, but the first trial, they're like, Ryan, we want you to be captain. Blah blah blah. I'm like, fuck yeah, this is my time to shine, captain. I think it was the second half. some big goose fucking pushed one of my mates. I just came in and just unleashed as many. The old grab the collar and just the hockey punches. Hoss. And yeah, red card off, suspended for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I think it was. Yeah, so that was my one of them. And then another decent one was against my mate Timmy Cree. He was playing for East at the time. I don't think he really did anything wrong, and I just headbutted him. And that was
As you
another
do
red card.
with your mates.
Yeah, and then
To be honest, he's playing for Ace, so
yeah, he deserved it.
Yeah.
But the ref that actually red carded me for that bit of a random story is the guy who threw his kid off the Story Bridge and jumped off as well. So
Right. So he's obviously not a very good
Fucking
decision
hell.
maker.
not a very
Yeah.
yeah, exactly right, mate. Bit of karma for sending me off.
I also just wanted to talk about. I also wanted to talk about for a second how Clutzy's background. Clutzy's background is more HD than his actual like camera.
Yeah.
It is a great photo.
Yeah.
Very crisp.
Paddy Nicholson.
It
shout
is
him out.
possibly the best looking man to ever come out of GPS rugby in the background there, Pat Nicholson.
Oh, damn it. Oh, I won't ruin the segment, but yeah.
Segment's
I missed
over. Go wild.
No, the other one. No, we'll talk about it later.
Okay.
But yeah, he's gorgeous. He's gorgeous. He's one of the
He
best.
is.
And he can hit old Paddy Nicholson. Everyone
He
thinks
can.
he's just this little twig, but he just
He's so
launches and
strong.
decapitates people. Yeah.
I was watching that West's highlight video from when you guys won after the buzzer a few years back with the scrum, and one of the West boys, they made a break, and obviously you can't shoulder charge in any form of rugby anymore, but
Yeah.
particularly in youth. And this bloke, Paddy's just got no chance. And I asked him afterwards, we were like, why'd you do that? And he's like, I thought, fuck it, we're gonna concede a try anyway. And Paddy's just dropped the shoulder and absolutely leveled this dude. And I was like, that's someone I could look up to.
Paddy is such an animal. Do you remember a few years ago, Clutzy, at Australia Day, I think it was? Paddy was so blind that Soph sent him home at like 1 p.m. and he lives up the road from me. And I got home at like 9 and I was very intoxicated. And I was like, I'm going to go wake up Paddy. And I got Paddy up, me and him he got up and just went straight in the Essie and grabbed a beer and started drinking. We stayed up like all night, like streaking up and down the road near my place and stuff.
Did Paddy go to Mars as well?
Yeah, he was a
Yeah,
boarder.
he was out, yeah.
He rang me one day.
Country boys are mental, eh?
Because I boarded in grade 11 and 12 and Paddy rang me one day. He's like, oh, we're moving to Kedron. Do you know where Kedron is? Like, yeah, dude, I live in Kedron. He's like, oh, we're moving like off Turner Road. And I was like, dude, I live off Turner Road. It's like Paddy's house is probably 100 meters from my house. It's insane.
I'm
So
so
good.
jealous.
Yeah.
That is so good.
Yeah.
Royalty.
He is a weapon. Australia Day, he fell through my front hedge actually, which is pretty funny.
Ooh,
Sounds
that
like
He was trying to, yeah, it was so. I had to try and pick him up by his pants, like his ass was out. I sort of let him hang there for just that little bit too long because I needed a good peek at it. But I had fun. He had fun. And
That's all that
Wait, have you
matters.
seen him do the white dog?
No.
Where he just gets the can, he just smashes it open and then just drinks. Yeah,
Nah.
white dog, and he just bust. That's so good.
Have to Paddy send us a video, mate. We'll get it up on Instagram or something.
It's one of my favourite party tricks of his.
For any,
yeah.
I was talking to you during the week because I listened back to the first episode we did with you, and you're actually on record saying that you could drink 10 cruises in 10 minutes.
Yes.
So we do want to get that. We want to test that. We're going to wait till we can all be together and do it on a Friday night or something. But we started talking about shoe nice. And I was like, holy shit, I've not heard of shoe nice in so long. And what were you saying? Isn't he like homeless or something?
Yeah, so I don't know what happened, but I was thinking about Shoe Nice the other day. He's like, Shoe
Can you
Nice.
explain who he is to people who don't know?
He was just some dude that just absolutely delete piss. He's and it was just, and not like little bottles, like those big
not beers.
No, like proper straight hot bottles. Like the liter ones and a big
vodka and
whatever.
stuff.
Yeah, 2 liter ones and shit like that. And he was just seeing them off. He goes, Shoe Nice, and he just this little creepy voice, and he just undoes it, and then Bus just sees it off, and then he just sits there like just making all these noises. Anyway, did a bit of research, found out he lost everything, turned into an alcoholic, kept trying to do those videos or whatever. and then lost everything, came homeless. But I think he's pulled back together, which is a feel good story.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I
But
was.
mate, I don't, some of that made I've felt like reflux every time I watch one of his.
I'm pretty sure there's a video out there of him like an hour after doing one, and he's like not in a good way, which is not surprising. But
yeah, what was it? I'm pretty sure he did like a Bacardi 151 as well one time. That would have just been.
Yeah, that would have been absolutely ruining.
You'd just have to go out and do a tactical straight after, surely.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, it got me thinking though. Who are some people that we haven't heard of in a while? I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even fucking think of anyone, but hopefully one of you two did.
Well, I mentioned earlier to you guys today, I was sound asleep, and then I had a dream, and I woke up, and I was like so awake because I was like, "Fuck, who haven't I heard of in a while?" And they were in my dreams, and it's real weird. It went back to a show that's not around anymore either. So it was people from Australian Idol. So my people were, in no particular order, Lee Harding, the Wasabi Man.
Yeah.
Joel Turner, the beatboxer.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
Casey Donovan. I don't even know what she sung. And then the weirdest one was the Irish dude who won, Damien Leaf.
Oh yeah, Damien Leaf. Wait, correct me if I'm wrong, Clutzy, didn't Eden actually listen to Joel Turner? Didn't he actually like him?
I believe he did, and so did Stranksy. Stranksy had Joel Turner's album that we used to play in his old car.
Get fun. What was it? Stuck in struggling. I'm out of here now. Stuck in. Nobody knows. Yeah.
But there was three
Go
different
grab some
versions.
Trains.
Got him.
Where's your Nautica shirt, cunt?
Yeah. Fucking hell. But yeah, no, I sort of Australian Idol people because, well, none of you have really had a good career except for Nolsey and fucking
Sebastian. Were they the OGs? Was that the first series?
Yeah. I think so. Mine was Hot Dogs of Big Brother.
Oh,
dude,
I was legit thinking of him as well.
I just literally thought of it now. I did no research, but Hot Dogs of Big Brother, and then he tried a couple of things after it, but nothing really ever kicked off for the big fella. So if you're listening to this, Hot Dogs,
he probably is.
Take care and have a truly blessed day.
Don't try and scull any 3-liter bottles of vodka or whatever.
Yeah, poor cunt. Fucking.
And what about Brie? Brie was Big Brother in Friday Night Live. She was probably one of my first celebrity crushes, like D-list celebrity crushes.
Yeah, I thought yours might have been that Miriam bird. That came with Big Brother. She had little Franken beans.
Fuck, I'll have to do some research just to.
Yeah, definitely Google her, Clutzy. It'd be good.
Good set of tits on her though.
Do it right now.
She just spat my beer. Oh, I can't believe you said that. Do you not know who she is, Clutzy?
No, I do now. I do now. I'm on record saying no.
Okay.
No.
Because she had a show. She had a show, and so you had to. There was all this dating. It was a dating show, and these guys didn't know that she was.
No.
I just saw the name of the show. There's something about Miriam.
Yeah, that's it. And anyway, it was a 10 grand prize if you went through it all, and then went on a you stayed with her for a week or something on a boat, or I don't know what it was, but
sign me up. I'd pay 10 grand.
All I know is that I was 10 grand richer after that. Yeah, but anyway, no, they all sued. They all sued the company and all sorts of stuff. Yeah,
because they didn't know about it until the end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they all lost the plot. Yeah, it was a pretty funny show. They're all British dudes too, so you can just imagine.
Yeah. Far out.
Have you ever seen that Snapchat of that British guy?
Yes,
the-
I know the one you're talking about. Yeah, I know exactly
Maybe.
the one you're talking about.
Jeffrey's blowing his load.
Anyway, that's another one to look up if you haven't seen it, but we might leave that one there.
Sorry,
Far out.
I've gone
Classic.
AWOL tonight. Sorry. We talked about this before and everything. I've just lost the plot.
It sounds like we're just going through your search history on your phone.
How's that pause? That dramatic pause.
Yeah.
Clutzy,
Yeah, let's talk about beers or something.
yeah, I was gonna say I just cracked a beer. I don't know if you can see it because of my
What have you
background,
got?
but
The back-
Yeah.
drinking the
Hopefully
Brick
mine.
Lane Pale Ale, One Love, and
I
we
was
actually have some
drinking Brick Lane Lager.
very exciting news for Annie. Do you wanna let everyone know, Klutz?
Yeah, so guys, we've been sort of half saying that we've got sponsors that don't really mean anything over the last couple of weeks because they don't sponsor us. But we've actually been hit up by we actually got hit up by Brick Lane Brewing down there in Melbourne. So Steele, who's the Queensland manager up here, yeah. Fun fact about Brick Lane, it's actually a brewery owned by Billy Slater, Dan Carter, Mick Malloy, and I believe Eddie Maguire. So
Dan Carter, the All Black Dan Carter?
Nah,
Pretty
different Dan
dark.
Carter. Of course, it's Dan
as in
Carter.
Dan Carter, the All Black, you know?
Sorry.
So
It's just a weird
yeah.
combination, all Aussies and then one dirty Kiwi.
one Kiwi, yeah. But
okay.
so no, we got hit up by Brick Lane and they've actually sponsored the podcast. So they've hit us up with a couple of beers. So I'm drinking the base lager, so it's a 4.4%. I did a review of it the other night and
Nice.
It is good.
fantastic beer.
I just had it as well. Just had one myself. It was delicious.
It's just an easily snappable beer, you know. Like I was actually listening to Das, the podcast he did with Matson. I was listening to some of it, and one of the things that he mentioned about how I, you know, judge my beers is if they're sessionable because I tend to drink 1,000. So this base lager is definitely one that I feel as though I could have a lot of these. It's just so easy drinking. So massive shout out to the guys at Brick Lane Brewery. And should we mention our little?
I reckon we should. So Steele hit us up.
Yeah.
And he's actually given us. I'm wearing a shirt now. I don't know if Klutzy's got his on, but he's given us a discount code for the group, which is capital BBB, capital MAY 2020. So BBB May 2020, and I believe that lasts till the 23rd. I said Klutzy.
Yeah.
So that'll get you $10 off a carton on their website. But Steele's also said that for the best review in the group between now and the 23rd, he's going to give away.
Just give it to that Jacob bloke, mate. Is it Jacob?
Julian.
Julian.
It's got to be of a Brick Lane beer though. But he's going to give away a free.
Don't rinse it, Julian.
Yeah, a free mixed 6-pack, a free shirt, a free hat, and a free stubby cooler. So it's pretty cool. And
Pretty awesome. So
probably the biggest news out of all of this. They sent us both, Klutzy and I, both a hat, and look at this. It fits.
Seamless.
I found a hat that fits my head.
Help me! Help me!
The biggest hat in existence.
Oh, what did you have to do? Stitch three together?
Literally, I was texting Klutzy today because he had it. And I was
Klutzy,
like,
what is up with your... I can't even see Klutzy. He's just like pixeled.
But yeah, I text Klutzy today. I was like, the hat's definitely not going to fit my head. He's like, nah, dude, it will. I was like, it won't. But it does, so.
Fucking fantastic, man. That is a win.
It's a huge win.
There's a couple of wins.
Yeah.
A sponsor and some free kit.
Exactly.
And a couple of
exactly. So, yeah, it's awesome. So, yeah, once again, massive thanks to Brick Lane and Steele for hooking us up with not only the beers, but the deal for everyone out there. So, I got myself a carton of the base lager, and with the discount in Brizzy here, I also got free delivery. So, if you order before 2 p.m., you'll get it delivered same day. And yeah, it only cost me like $59. Bricklane.com.au. So bricklanebrewing.com.au, I'm pretty sure it is. Give them a search on Google. Just go to the shop, chuck in the BBB May 2020, $10 off and delivered to your address. So
And a chance to win
Yeah,
some merch and stuff as well.
yeah, exactly. So we'll post something else just about listening in here and how you can actually enter. So make sure you get around them because they are genuinely good beers. We wouldn't
Yeah, and like we
say
pushed.
otherwise, so.
Clutzy loved the Red Hoppy Ale, and we chose it as beer of the week a few weeks ago, and that's because we actually like the beer. Like that was before we even knew of them. That's how they saw us. So we actually do like the beers. They're
Who is
awesome
that?
beers. Yeah,
Mate,
exactly
it's actually
that.
awesome. So yeah, it's massive shout out once again to Brick Lane. Thank you for being the first
Up a
legitimate
Brick Lane.
sponsor.
Yeah, big up.
Good heap.
First
Bloody
actual
oath.
sponsorship. Who would have thought that we get free beer out of talking to people like Mike Oxlong?
That's it, mate. More to come.
More to come.
I'll sponsor
Rumor has it, Dan Carter actually wants to learn how to be a better football player and how to tour properly from yourself. So
I reckon. No, I've heard some from people who have played with him before that he is good gear on the piss. He is a good lad. He does love a beer or 20, and I could be making this whole thing up. Apparently we should. But yeah, I heard he's definitely loves a few beers with the boys, which is perfect. He'd be a good tourist.
Good.
I suppose speaking of one of the questions we had, I was going to leave this for, or maybe I will. I'll leave it for the mailbag. So another question I wanted to ask you too. We had a bit of a debate today. I'm all for healthy debate, and that is: do you prefer going to the pub on a Friday or a Saturday? If you could only go once this weekend, which day would you go?
Depends if I had work on a Saturday. If I had no
Yeah.
work on a Saturday, start early on a Saturday arvo and really send it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, Darcy, unfortunately, with myself and Mike being essential workers, we have to work some very unruly hours. So we don't get the old Friday arvo knockoff.
Yeah, I'm such a fucking pencil pusher.
So I want to enjoy. I want to enjoy my time at the pub. So unfortunately, like I did enjoy Friday arvo beers, Friday night beers at the pub, but it started to affect my already poor football ability the next morning on a Saturday, and I was also working late. So I definitely prefer going Saturdays because you can head there straight after being down at Ashgrove GPS Rugby Club. And yeah, it's just the atmosphere for going from arvo beers to Saturday night beers, watching.
Perfect.
There's
Seamless.
so much more sport on as well. Like, it's just insane. And the feeling, because you don't really have any responsibilities on Sunday. It's
it's a day for hangover.
If you're fucking a normal person that doesn't have work on Saturday, then you have no responsibilities on Saturday.
Grow up.
Except for footy.
Nah.
A lot of people play footy, you know?
Yeah, footy. I'm glad I played footy and stuff because Saturday would have been an absolute write-off too, and it would have just been a straight through to Sunday. And
see, my thinking is like I sort of understand your work thing, but my thinking is like
your thinking is wrong.
I'm thinking like if I'm drinking Saturday arvo, like early arvo, I'd rather be somewhere nice. I don't know where, the beach or something, like somewhere nice. Friday, it's like end of the working week, relief, let off some steam, head to the pub.
10 minutes left.
Don't know when you get home. But
10 minutes left.
Yeah, we do. We can
right,
just
we'll be right.
fucking start another one like we do every other week. maybe we can look at maybe Zoom will sponsor the podcast so we get free.
How much is it?
I don't know. I haven't even looked at it, to be honest.
I don't think it's much. I'm positive it's
like
not much.
$2 or something.
Fuck, it'll be funny.
It's funny.
But yeah, no, I think I definitely prefer Saturdays because, well, I'm not rat shit on Saturday to play footy. The amount of times that I have been at the Newey on a Friday night, though, and then had to back up for fucking 5th grade in the morning is ridiculous. But it's good fun.
Oh, mate.
I still remember one time, it was around my birthday, and I sent it was a little bit after my birthday, so it was the start of the season, and I think this is 2015, and I'd sent a Snapchat at 4:30 or 5 a.m. getting home from the Newey when I had work. Not work, when I had fucking football at 9 o'clock, so I had to be there at 8 o'clock, and it was just...
You would have been red hot still.
Yeah, it was good though because I felt indestructible because I couldn't feel anything because I was still pissed. So but it was sort of bad because I used to go in with that mindset that if I went out and got blind on a Friday, I'd feel like that all the time.
Yeah,
And
it's
no,
ridiculous,
you
isn't it?
don't. You don't.
Especially if you start getting on the darts. Phew.
I see. I don't smoke, thank God, but I
Neither
drink
do
a lot of rum.
Like
So-
minute Brian just punching darts like it's going out of fashion. My lungs are just
So
fucking hell.
your pre-game ritual, Clutzy, was to go and get blind so that you'd feel indestructible the next day for footy.
Yeah. Dead set when I was 20. Dead set when I was 20, I would go to the Newey most Friday nights because my mindset the next day was not overthink the next play. It was get to the end of the fucking game so you don't feel like shit anymore.
So you can drink some more beers.
Yeah, and I took that through till Friday night footy as well, where we used to stay at Jeeps till the very wee hours of Saturday morning and sometimes
Benny
sleep there and
neighbour,
wake
Benny
up.
neighbour
and
just
play.
shack up on top of his ute.
Yeah, we had Dusty. We have one guy, Benny Neighbour, who he lived out at Bunya, and he had like 6 or 7 year old kids, I think. And instead of getting a cab back to Bunya, he actually went and bought a rooftop camper to put on top of his ute so he could sleep at Jeeps to wake up and go watch his kids play footy the next morning.
Not a
So,
joke. Not a joke.
it's
I've
not-
seen it. I've seen it many a time coming in, watching my son play, and he's
And he's got the ladder set up next
Yeah.
to the ute to get up to the
So
camp.
his missus just gets the kids ready and takes them to footy and he's already there.
Yeah, pretty
and
much.
just has a shower
He's-
in the change room. Done.
yeah,
Perfect.
Oh, that's
But
fucking
it's-
funny as.
and I'm pretty sure he's the coach or something of the team as well. So
Yeah,
I
he
can't
is. Because
wait.
my son's the same age, so him and one of his other mates, they coach one of the teams. Oh mate, I could not coach the
Fuck.
under 8s or 7s last year. It's like herding
I
cats,
can't.
mate.
I can't wait until that his team becomes of age to play like Colts and stuff. Can you imagine if they've got Benny coaching and he's already showing them that sort of commitment at fucking 8 years old? What they're going to turn out to be like when they're 18?
He'll definitely never lose the changing room, mate. They'll always be for Big Benny. But my son's team will still smash him.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
My
Definitely.
back into the Friday beers scenario when I had my short stint in real estate. Yeah, we would stop working about 12 a bit, and then one time we started quite too early. We ended up at the Jack the Rippers at bloody 2 p.m. and it was bloody what was
Even
it?
open
I
then?
think it is, mate. $25 or something, and it's all you can drink till 6 o'clock. Basic spirits or something. And then we had a Christmas party after that. Oh no, a work do after that, and I've rocked up red hot. There was some words had on.
Out.
There's some words had on the Monday when I went full tradie drunk. It was pretty good.
That's
It was worth
unreal.
it.
Was that the end of
That's
your real estate career or?
No. Another indiscretion that we can talk about another time. How good's my life?
I was getting a haircut during the week and my barber was like, oh, I just moved to Zilmia and I used to work in Zilmia. I had this old job and I was talking to him about it and then we started talking about like old jobs. And I used to work at the Windsor Bowls Club behind the bar, like pouring beer. And it was basically what I was saying was like, oh yeah, work's like pretty crazy at the moment and it sucks only working 4 days a week. But like some of the jobs I used to do make my current job look like fucking being CEO of Google or something. Like I used to work at the Windsor Bowls Club and dead set, we'd have the same blokes in every day drinking this exact same beer, telling the exact same stories. Like literally unless it was the weekend, because we get a few randoms on weekends, but every day, every single person, as soon as they got up, I'm like, oh, okay, it's Nev, get him a 4X bitter. Oh, it's Al, get him a schooner of Carlton Mid. Like I knew everyone's order. That's how hectic it was, right?
Far out.
we used to do this thing where on a Saturday they'd have bowls there. It was like a competition, and the bowls used to start at like, I think it was like 8:30 or 9 a.m. and the bar wouldn't open until midday when I got there to like open it up. So what the because it's all run by like volunteers and shit. What the treasurer would do would go in and get a big bucket and fill it with ice and just put stubbies in it, and then have like a sheet next to it. It's like an honesty system. So when you take a beer, you just like write a tally down next to yourself. And I remember getting there at literally at midday, and you'd be like starting to set up, and people would start coming in, and I was like, "Oh, can I get another stubby?" And I was like, "Yeah, no worries." Like, "Oh, I'll fix you up for whatever's on my tally as well." And you look down, and they're like fucking 60, 70-year-old dudes, and dudes used to drink 12 stubbies before midday on a Saturday. And they would sit there from
Oh my God.
8 a.m. or whenever it started, and they drink stubbies all day, and they're like, "All right, see you, man. I'm going home." This is like 10 o'clock at night, and you just see them jump in the car and just drive home every day. Every day.
Oh
There was
my
one
God.
night, one of them went to leave. He's like, "I'm going home," and I was like, "Oh, whatever." Literally walking with a limp because he's so old and blind. And he goes outside, gets in his car. 2 minutes later, he just walks back in the door and just pegs his keys at me over behind the bar and goes and sits back down. Next thing, the police followed him in. Like, "Oh, did you see this guy go to leave?" I was like, "No, he's been sitting there all night." Like, it was so dodgy, mate.
Holy
No joke. We had an old bloke named Kingy who used to ride motorbikes, and he had an accident and lost his leg from the knee down, and he used to get so blind that he'd like take off his prosthetic leg and like hobble around because he couldn't walk with it on when he was real drunk. So he used to like, imagine having one leg bent on the ground. He used to like hobble up to the bar and pull himself up to get a beer. No joke. Anyway, moving on. Clutzy's mailbag.
Alrighty.
We actually had quite a few questions sent in this week, probably the most we've ever had. So maybe we're doing something right.
What a 4.
Easy. Yeah. The first one is, if this is probably my favorite one as well. If Freeney and Clutzy were both sours, which one would taste better?
Oh.
I reckon me.
Why?
I was going to say Friends.
Because I somewhat take care of my body.
I don't. I fucking don't. Mate, I work at a burger shop. Imagine my fucking diet, bro.
Oh, mate. If
Clutzy's
I worked
also
at
nocturnal.
Yeah.
You're lucky you're tall, man. Because tall people can get rid. You know, it doesn't look as bad. But me, I literally look like a fucking 300 series Besser block. It's fucked.
Maybe because I sleep more during the
measuring-
day, I'd ferment a bit better. I don't know. Get them.
I measured myself the other day. I'm literally 2 blocks across. Two and a half blocks across. And my head's fucking nearly a block.
Yeah, I was going to say, my head would be a few fucking blocks.
Yeah.
Not big enough for my Brick Lane hat, though, which you...
So you get to see anything from the sponsor.
That was a great plug.
So the next one, I did tell you guys this one before, but someone, it was Paddy O'Toole actually, wants you to name your GPS first 15 drinking team.
So I think we narrowed it down to 5, didn't we?
I thought 5 might take a bit long, so.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to start off with the Smith twins, JP and 1.
Ooh.
Purely, mate, they love to send it. They love to send it when they get the opportunity. They're good value, and mate, they're just fucking a bag of laughs. Drinking with twins is always funny.
Yeah.
All right, number 2, I had Shane Arnold.
Ooh.
He was the king of organising piss-ups. I think the time under Shane Arnold was my funnest, most. It's very close to some of the Stingrays times, but when Shane Arnold was at the helm, mate, our bus trips and everything were the best, and all our Mad Mondays, all that sort of stuff were the best,
Yeah.
Net 3, Weary.
Which Weary?
Isaac, because
God.
he's just such a pest, and he's super confrontational. He will tell someone at some stage. He'll tell someone to fuck off, and it'll be hilarious. And he's just a pest. The Fonz, the blanket, Alfonso Horomia,
Nice.
just purely for his Jake Demas impersonations. He just came to recite the movie. It's pretty funny. And
Yep.
he does like to party, and he's a good bit of gear. And the last I got was Nick Frisbee.
Yes, can't.
I swear that's more than 5, but anyway, we'll leave that.
He's got some real, there's some funny stuff he does on the piss.
Leave that for another podcast.
Yeah, I'll leave that one for off the podcast.
That's a good bunch of boys.
I would have put Paddy Nicholson in there if I had a thought of him. That's the only person I wish I'd put in there.
Yeah.
This podcast is actually sponsored by Paddy Nicholson, so
yeah. As you can see, Pat Nicholson, that good that the referee looks up his ass when he scores a try. That's how good he is. If you're
Look at
watching
Paddy
the video
Nicholson
of this,
like Josh Clutterbuck looks at him with no beard.
this is actually how I look at Paddy all the time. So yeah, all right. So my drinking team, I've put in a coach as well. So I've actually got 6. But anyway,
yeah.
So my first
Your
person's
mailbag, mate. Do what
actually,
you want.
yeah, thank you. First person is yours truly, Mike Oxlong. Just I saw you.
You're gonna
on
say
the weekend
yourself.
No. Yeah, I worded that wrong, but I probably should put myself in there because I drink a lot of piss on a Saturday in the glue factory. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, I got Friends in there because I saw you on the weekend of 2018 after you won the grand final. That's enough said.
Very fun.
My next person, Big Red, John O'Shaughnessy.
Yep. He was close. Big
Red is, I remember when he was a Colt, my first memory of him was he was this fresh 18-year-old. Yeah. He's this baby-faced big oos who comes in, and we had our culture night, and the props had to dress up as Japanese people. So he dressed up as a sumo wrestler and was basically running around naked the whole night. He just took everything off after prem grade and was running around naked. They got him doing sprinting contests in a prop sprint off, and he just threw up the whole time naked. He's done a lot of things. I've just seen him do some crook shit, like bird baths and that sort of stuff. He's a massive advocate. Yeah. The bird bath bit you can delete if needs be, but
he can delete piss. He's
well, he definitely can. He's cooked. So I had him. My next person, Pat Nicholson, because everyone needs a good looking person, and there's no one better looking than Paddy. Plus he can sink piss. I've had some great nights with him on the piss. He just brings a lot to the team. And funnily enough, he's my only back as well. And he's probably one of the only backs that I would put up there as someone who could drink with forwards. So sorry, boys. That's just my opinion. The next person, Stutty. My first memory of Stutty was he was my first bus trip was to play against the Stingrays. I was number 17 and Stutty was number 17. So he was my prem grade partner. And that was my first time that I ever had to do a bus trip / something with the prem boys. And far out, man, I was yakking my guts up at the Caboolture South bus station. And I was like, fuck, this is so embarrassing. And then I just heard this massive whack on my back. And it's like, oh, you're not going to yak by yourself, brother. And it was Scotty. So he wrapped his arms around me and we threw up together in a bush at Caboolture South BP. And yeah, he's, from that moment on, like I've just seen him as a weapon all the time. He's fucked and I love it. Next person to round out the playing group is Lockie Jackson, JJ. Bloke is one of the wildest people I've ever met. Every time I drink with him, it just turns into something weird. Fortunately, he's down in Canberra at the moment, but he specifically planned his trips back up to Brisbane last year for big Jeeps home games to get on the piss with everyone. So I think that's big commitment. And the coach, who I couldn't leave out, is Nathan Shaw, because that bloke, look, I don't know how old Shaw is these days. But holy shit, he just sinks piss. Like, he'd be consistently down there. He was in so much trouble with his misses, but he'd be down there with us on Friday nights till fucking 3, 4 a.m. on a Saturday morning, just sinking piss. And then he'd walk home and,
Better
get
than
in
sleeping in
trouble
his
because he
car.
wasn't.
That's so good.
Yeah. He's meant to be dropping the kids home, like, to different sporting events at 7 a.m. on the Saturday morning, but he was just too pissed. So, yeah, so that's why Jeep's drinking 15. There's a lot of people you could have in that team.
Yeah, you could literally just different. I just went through some funny personalities I thought would sort of just make you laugh during the night, but yeah,
Well,
you could list off a million.
Off the back
Yeah,
of that, someone also asked, "What's your loosest yarn from a tour?" So I don't know if you want to incriminate yourself or not, but I suppose it can be. Doesn't have to be a tour, just like loosest footy yarn maybe. But
I've got a good one. I've got a couple of good ones. So we're on the way to Normanby, I think it was. I think it might have been 2016 or 2015 in the back of a cab. Cammy King, the bullfrog, was passed out on Pencil's lap, Michael Richards. And Cammy decided that he wanted to vomit, and he decided he just vomited on Pencil in his lap. So Pencil's sitting in the cab with Bullfrog's vomit in his lap. And then he just looked up and his beard, so there's a fucking bit of vomit and shit in his beard. He looks up at Pencil and goes, "Cop it, cunt." Because Pencil's a bit younger then. Oh, man, I could not stop laughing. It was just the best.
Oh, that is so good.
And then,
fucking hell, that's so good.
What's the other one? Oh, and then just another pretty funny one from 2014, Mad Monday. Me and Gorm got the call up because Prem's got knocked out in the semi, unfortunately. And then there's a loophole with QRU, and Fogs decided to bring me and Gormo in from Prems to play our only game of Reggie's of the year for the final against Uni. So we won the final. And then we had NRC training on Monday. It was the first year of NRC. And Mino rang Gormo and was like, "Oh, where are you, mate?" I already told Mino I'm not coming because we won a premiership for Reggie's. And he was just like, "Well, it's not really." And I was just like, "Well, technically he said that, but yeah, he rings Gormo up and Gormo's bland at Mad Monday, and yeah, we missed NRC training."
Yeah, fuck, that wouldn't have gone down well.
No, didn't.
Clutzy, probably my last question. Actually, it is my last question. Someone sent in. It was Harry McGovern, a friend of both of ours, but he would just like to know if you have any tips on getting girls.
Any tips on getting girls?
I suppose we could open this up to Freeney as well.
Yeah, look, I don't know. Like, to be honest, not even joking. Like, girls fucking scare me. They're really weird. I surround myself with the boys purely because, like, I genuinely love the boys. Not my current girl, but a girl that I had been seeing beforehand. I ended up telling her that from a previous relationship, the thing that I took away from that the most is that I will always put the boys in front of you. Needless to say, that relationship didn't last long. So, yeah, so probably don't say that.
Even if you mean it, don't say it.
Yeah. But look, I don't know. I've got an incredibly average rig, a homeless man face, just an average looking bloke.
You're stuck here with the spare parts, mate.
Yeah, I'm literally the spare parts. So,
Mr. Potato.
I don't know. Crack a couple of jokes, get your rig out, have a bit of fun, and let's just see what happens.
Show them your injured pigeon, mate. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Mr. Potato.
But yeah, fuck, I don't know. I've never really picked up that many chicks, and when I have, I've had a lot of fucking beer. So maybe just get really blind and try and talk to them because that worked for me. Actually, no, it didn't. My current girlfriend, Erin, shout out to Erin, she rejected me twice because I was too drunk.
Persistence.
Persistence overrides resistance.
Yeah, exactly. You could call it creepy, but yeah, I was blind. She rejected me twice, and here we are. So yeah, just keep persisting. Exactly.
Freddie, anything for you to add?
Mate, just go full primitive. Nah, I've got the worst advice. Don't listen to me.
All right. Well,
Don't
I just
listen to me.
wanted to before we wrapped it up, I just wanted to share. I'm just going to change the screen a little bit. Oh, now they can see the running out of time thing. That's awkward.
Pay your bill, cunt.
So when I put that on the story to like send in stuff, and we'll talk about it. And usually we get like 2 or 3 people send stuff in, but this week it like blew up, and I was like, "What?" See Instagram going boom, 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 boom. I was like, "What's going on?" And have a look at some of the responses that came through. Obviously not from legit followers, but can you see my screen still?
Yeah, please make money.
Aspire to be
DM
the
me.
greatest by studying. Check out my
I
progressive
don't have a
journey.
question yet. Just love your content. Looking half-head position in sales. You can work anywhere. DM me. Blake Higuchi. I'm surprised there's no Bobson for Jen.
So basically we've got looking for a high paying position in sales. You can work from anywhere. DM me. I teach people how to make money. DM me. Aspire to be the greatest by studying the grades. Check out my progressive journey. I actually DM'd all these people trying to get a conversation up and no one responded, but I just thought
This
maybe
has been happening so often recently. Like, do you remember the other week?
It's like the bots
Dude,
on the Jeeps page.
Yeah, the Russian bots infiltrating Jeeps. I've had 36 people follow me on Instagram in the last 24 hours, with majority of their profiles saying you can get to my mother through me. Instagram, like DM me for sex. That is literally half of them. Real weird. But remember a couple of weeks ago, that one page commented on, it is so funny. So I put up this photo, I think it was 3 or 4 years ago, friend, and I'm wearing a Jeep singlet and I'm with my mate up at Woodgate up north, and we made a cheese platter.
I remember this.
And we were going on about like how good our cheese platter was. Anyway, this person comments on it and goes, "We really like your fashion style. Send a message to our main page. We want to get you as one of our fashion reps." So, yeah, this bot had hit me up for my fashion sense, which was literally like the 2014 or 15 Jeep singlet.
It's not a bad singlet, that one.
And so then we just fucked him around. It is a good singlet. But yeah, we just fucked him around. And I said that I prefer to model nude and all this sort of stuff. And then they said, "Oh, we can only offer you 20% off." And I was like, "Fuck, like,
What a G up.
Jesus, what a G up. Just give me my
Pay
shit."
20% of my subs.
that's
Pay
so
20% of my subs for next year.
Or do what the girls do and have a raffle to pay their subs.
Oh, don't go there, man.
Send us 5 beers and you can sponsor the podcast.
Did you
Yeah, exactly.
see how Rugby Australia cancelled the women's rugby?
I did.
Bullshit. Fuck.
No, not
That's-
really. But would anyone care? No, I'm just joking. I'm joking.
Shout out to our main girl, Wazzy. We love you.
Think about it. It'd be more time for you drinking piss, mate.
That's it.
Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, I want to message Blake Higuchi. Sorry.
Yeah, hit him up.
What's his name right now? I'm just going to move the screen. Oh, no. Fuck, I'm going full classic here. Blake Higuchi. Fucking, that looks like more like his name should be Mahatma Shirt.
Yeah, but Clutzy, that's all we got. So unless anyone has anything else to add.
No, this has been a lovely conversation tonight, boys.
Yeah.
Lovely seniors.
Yeah, it's been great.
It's always good. It's always good seeing you.
Clutzy, we were saying.
Do you have to edit this whole thing?
Yeah, it's so annoying, bro. Especially this one won't be that bad, but the one that we did last week with Scott with the Gumtree thing was so annoying because he's so funny, and like I was gonna just edit out the whole thing because we gave him numbers to call and they didn't pick up, and I was gonna just edit it all out. But there's so many funny things he said in there. Like I was like, we've got to leave me inside to go through. It took me so long, and then you got to try and make it make sense. Like, it's frustrating.
Yeah,
that's fucked.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll be seeing you in the flesh soon, hopefully. COVID-19
next week.
Pretty keen.
We're gonna do the 10 cruises in 10-minute challenge with Freeney for
I bought my beer
time we get him
snorkel.
on the podcast.
I bought a beer snorkel.
Oh,
so
fuck. Fucking keen for that.
Fuck yeah.
I'm very excited. Well,
Why don't you bring him next week?
What?
What was that?
We can film it.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Let's
do it.
Olympics.
Oh, yeah, that would be interesting, wouldn't it?
Get into the 10 and 10. Fuck
yeah.
Easy.
I did 6 and 6 and got roasted, but yeah, I thought that was
I'm
good.
going to
I
do
feel
it.
like a
I'm going to
coward.
do it. I did a beer beep test once. That was the worst. I got to 10. That's when I was really fit, though.
Oh, fuck that.
Fuck.
Just
That's kind
just chugging vomit.
Mate, I
Chugging
tried to do
vomit.
the beat test the other day. I got to 8 and I have a stress fracture in my shin now. Not kidding. Can't run. Saw a podiatrist during the week and I can't run. Shout out Dan Cav.
All right,
Good old
boys.
Dan Cav. All right, before this goes, we'll wrap this up, friends. Thanks once again for jumping on, man. Be seeing you next week. Guys, make sure you head over to Brick Lane as well. Use that code to get $10 off the cartons. It's genuinely fucking good piss. So yeah, guys, once again, it's been on the piss with Klutz Das and Mike Oxlong, aka Freeney. So thanks for listening and share it with your friends. Just fucking help us out a little bit there and give them fucking heaps. Exactly.
Yeah.
Give them
Give 'em
heaps.
heaps. Love you,
Give 'em
boys.
heaps.